Hey there, it's Adrian. I have been thinking this weekend to think a little bit about what would I like to share with you that could be interesting to you. So I realized that I did a small survey with my close group of building a win-win journey together's group where I asked a little bit of questions, what people want and what people are looking for, etc., etc. And also at the same time, I did my own survey. So I decided to ask the questions. What are the people looking for when it comes to their own life? What do they really want to achieve in their own life? Um, so after thinking through and getting some of the different response, really what people want in their life is all about having happiness, achieving happiness, and basically wanting to become happy. So I thought I wanted to share with you some of the delusion when it comes to this particular area of being happy and in connection to starting a business online or starting your own business. Okay, so I did a small research. Happiness basically in a grand scale, it's like a fuzzy concept because it's very subjective. It's very difficult to really define what really happiness means. But thanks to Wikipedia, so it relates happiness to the sense of well-being, the sense of having a quality lifestyle, the sense of being contented with what is around each and every one of us. So all that relate to, if you listen to the words that I've just mentioned, contentment, well-being, quality of life, it has a lot to do with the being. All right, it has a lot to do with our our feeling of being happy. Now, on the other hand, the tendency of the society today is to associate happiness with material achievement, with power positioning, with wealth, with all the social acceptance aspect of becoming happy rather than just being happy. So I want to address that, especially to the group of people who are working on a 9 to 5 job, wanting to find their own happiness through having their own business. All right. And when oftentimes being a business coach, I speak with my students, and the first questions that I always ask them was, what are you looking for? So the tendency of the response could become very specific to the fact that they have an impression of having their own business means having flexibility at work, having freedom to do what they really want to do and make their own decisions, and no one tells them what to do, and finally depending on themselves. Now, all that are the right answers when it comes to, or the right positive outcome of having our own business. On the other hand, a lot of people actually miss out the fact that in order to achieve freedom at work, freedom in what you do, having the financial reward that we want, having the ability to make decision the way that we think that is best and not depending on others, those were the outcome. But there is a steep learning curve to get there, and most of the time during this process, this is when people give up. They are not committed to go through the journey to achieve the goal that they set themselves to. Right? It could be because the reality hits in, and to become financially free, you need to first build the ability, the skill, all right, and then have the right people in place, have the right vision in place, and then get that to the financial freedom thinking. So people tend to feel that that is a steep learning curve, so steep that not everyone is ready to go through it. This is why there's this delusion thinking that having your own business will makes you happy because you get to do what you want. You have the freedom to decide what you think is right. You don't depend on people, and the financial reward is great. So all that are correct. However, to get to that position, there is a learning curve. And most of the time, this learning curve lasts between 3 to 5 years. Some people just never make it. right? Now, along the process of that 3 to 5 years of steep learning curve and adaptation into starting the business, people gave up. So then people realize that actually having their own business is not able to give them the happiness. So I want to make sure that you understand happiness is a choice. Happiness is your own well-being. It's a decision that you can be happy today, right now. You don't need to have your own business to become happy. You don't need to have the financial freedom to be happy. You don't need all that. It's nice to have, but you don't need it. All right, it's nice to have in the sense where money magnify who you are already. Power magnify who you are already. So as long as you have a very clear decision that all that means money, power, social status, wealth, all that means, as long as you have very clear reason why you want this means to help you, in another word, knowing your why, then having anything else is possible to make you happy. Okay, so today my final message to you is happiness is not attached to having the financial achievement, having the material goal achievement, having the social status, having your own business. Does not link it together. All right, it might sound fancy, or it might sound good to have, because that gives you the flexibility that helps to give you the means to achieve what you really want to do, but it is not the ends of its means. So remember, if you're looking to be happy, just make that decision, come what may, be happy. Now, on the other hand, if you are looking to start a business, if you're looking to become successful in an entrepreneur world, you can right well be successful and at the same time happy. All right, so that is the best of both worlds, provided you really know why you want this business and what you want the business to do for you, but not being drawn to the business and being attached to it, so much so that even when you are successful, you no longer enjoy the freedom or the intention of becoming happy. Okay, so have a very clear understanding first. What makes you happy? All right, is it just being? Is it just people around you? Is it material world? Clarify that and understand happiness is a choice. It's a decision that you make today for yourself. You don't need to wait for tomorrow something to happen, then you can be happy. On the other hand, now, if you are serious about starting on your own business, just make sure you understand all that are means to help you to become happy. It is totally it is really just a means that helps you to get to your goal. But what is your goal? So focus on understanding that, and I'm sure you'll be able to build a successful business and at the same time be happy, whatever that is the outcome. All right, so hope this is helpful. You have a great week and be happy now. Bye.